Hello everyone, my name's Matt Johnston and welcome to The Interesting Times, which is a show that likes to take a sideways swipe at politics right here in the UK. Yes, we are here on a Monday. It's looking to be a busy few weeks and I'm going to do my best to stay on top of all the chaos unfolding throughout the next few weeks. For instance,
Scotland's hugely influential former First Minister was arrested this afternoon by police investigating alleged misuse of funds by the Scottish National Party.
That's right, Nicola Sturgeon, ex-First Minister and arguably the international figurehead for the SNP and Scottish independence, was arrested. And I'll bring you the story of what she was charged with and how long she got.
In the past few minutes, the former First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, has been released without charge.
We're told by Police Scotland that detectives arrested her at 10:09 a.m. and she was released from custody at 5:24 p.m. here in Glasgow, so 7 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, what? Really? 7 hours? Who's leading this investigation? Nadine Dorries? Well, being arrested and released without charge does seem to be a bit of a theme in Scottish politics. Certainly for one party.
3 people have now been arrested. On the 5th of April, Sturgeon's husband, Peter Murrell, the former party CEO. Mr. Murrell was later released without charge. On the 18th of April, Colin Beattie MSP, at that time the party's treasurer, was arrested, also released without charge.
And there have been a lot of calls to suspend her until the investigation is complete, in particular from SNP MP Angus MacNeil, who tweeted that SNP MPs have been suspended for less. True, but they've also not been suspended for more. Case in point, an SNP MP was caught fondling and kissing 2 teenage girls in a hotel room while his wife was pregnant with their 3rd child. Also, an SNP MP also had an extramarital affair with a parliamentary colleague and got the taxpayer to cough up for the hotel. Both of these actions did not lead to suspension, and even more incredibly done by the same man, Angus MacNeil, who in reference to Nicola Sturgeon had tweeted that the soap opera had gone on far enough. Soap opera? I don't think he's in any position to take the high road. If you know, you know. But on top of all that, there is something called the Contempt of Court Act 1981, which basically says you aren't allowed to say whether you think Nicola Sturgeon is guilty or innocent until the investigation is complete, which is, let's be honest, the right way to go about things. And I've applied the same standards to Boris Johnson, being completely impartial, not saying whether he's guilty or innocent, all the way up to the point where he'll be found guilty later today. It's only fair. So, what will Johnson do next? Well, there has been talk of starting another party.
So would there be a possibility of a new coming together on the centre-right? It'll be Boris Johnson, there'll be other MPs.
Jolly good idea, though I don't necessarily think that it should be Farage second to Boris. What about Boris second to Farage? A very large splintering of the centre-right. We've got some who are sticking with the Tories in Parliament but don't like any of it. We've got parties like Reclaim and Heritage and all the rest of it.
Did they both just say centre-right? What, Nigel Enoch Powell fanboy Farage and Boris Muslim women are letterboxes Johnson? Centre-right? Plus, they aren't going to get together. There's too much of a mismatch when it comes to what they would both bring to the table. Johnson was, until recently, Prime Minister and had over 100 Conservative MP backers at the last leadership contest. In contrast, Farage has no MPs and no councillors. The only thing he'd bring is all the boys to the yard. Thank you all so much for watching. Short but sweet. The next one will be Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Take care.